Hey y'all, welcome back to 9 Acres. So happy to see you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by today. Hey, we went and checked the post office, and I can't believe what we got in the mail from the post office. Can you believe this stuff right here? So, went to our mailbox, and there was this package in there, and it looks like this. It has this big old sunflower on it. And let's see here. It says, not for nothing. Homestead. Yeah, it come from Ginger and Joey at Not For Nothing Homestead. So I went ahead and pre-opened it. I want to show you some things they sent us. So the first thing they sent us was they know how much we love our zucchini and our squash. And they sent us this awesome little cookbook. It says old-fashioned zucchini and squash recipes. And I am really excited to try this out. There's all kinds of recipes in there, guys. So Nana and I are going to try that out. Let's see here. We got a nice little card, and that is personal. So we're not going to share too much there, other than they send their loves and God bless to us, and God bless you guys. We love you so much and value your friendship beyond all measure. We got a few magnets, and I got a special place for this. It's like right on the back of this big white machine I drive daily. I'm gonna put that right on the old F-150. I even got some stickers from this other channel. I don't know if y'all know it, but it's called Joe Fix It For You. Go check him out. He's like this crazy guy that like fixes stuff and does all these dude dares. Joey's a great friend of ours, and he is a member in our member area, and we thank him very much for that. We got a really cool sticker from him. It's like sparkly and holographic. And I'm going to tell you, Ginger, Joey, we love your sunflower with the bee on it. Your logo. It is so awesome. But in this card, it says something about maybe possibly collaborating on something. Well, you know, Ginger and I are very much message back and forth, and Joey too, about all kinds of stuff. And we were talking about kale and winter crops and planting our winter gardens, our fall gardens. And I got to talking about kale, and I told Ginger, I said, I really want to plant some dinosaur kale, because some of our other friends had planted it. Well, guess what this lady sends me? She sends me the Lacintio kale. And if you look that up, it's AKA dinosaur kale. So, non-GMO, we're going to plant some of this. She also sent me some spinach and some more long-standing spinach. So we're going to plant one of our little gardens with this stuff, and we're going to do a collaboration with Ginger at Not For Nothing Homestead, all about share with your friends. So we're going to plant each of them together. We're going to see how it finishes out in my region and her region, because my frost date is soon approaching. Her frost date will come after that. She's in a little warmer climate than I am, and doesn't get quite as hard of a winter as I do. But let's go see about planting some of this. Because I know how much Nana and Ginger share this obsession with loofahs and loofah land, I'm going to plant it next to our loofah land so that it reminds us of the friendship. Guys, the friendships that we gain through YouTube, through meeting each of you, through other collaborators that we've worked on, through collaborations, through lives, things like that, where we connect to each other through this community is what this is all about to us. And we value those friendships very much. So we've always kind of called this area the kitchen garden. And from now on, we're going to call it the friendship garden, because we've gained so many friendships from this little raised bed garden spot right here, through meeting you people, through building it, through what we've raised, through meeting others in lives and collaborations that involved it. It's now our friendship garden. So of course we can't plant anything till we work it up. So we harvested all summer long from this bed. We harvested kale, tomatoes from this one bed. And I gotta be close to getting along that edge because that's Nana's loofah plants. So I'm gonna stay out here on this side. And I'm just trying to loosen soil up. One thing I want you to notice about what I did I do a tremendous amount of work to work this ground? No, because these guys all plant relatively shallow. So my most important one I'm going to plant is my kale. And let's go ahead and get started here. So we are going to try to clean up some of these stems. I don't want to get them completely out of the bed, because as they break down, that's going to turn into organic material in here. Just going to use my hands, try to break up what's left of those clumps and stuff. Pick out a few of those big sticks. I mean, I think as gardeners, we all try to over prepare ground, in my opinion. When we look out at nature, and we look in the timber, we look out in these wild prairies, there's all those stems and leaves and sticks. If something come along and move all them for those new plants to grow, no. So I think as gardeners, we may get a little too extreme on cleaning and overworking our areas. I think the closer to nature we are, the better off we are. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't see many crops growing where there's brush piles laying or where there's large thickets. So we need it to be somewhat clean of overburden. But to get crazy about picking every little thing out of it, overworking it until the point that it's perfection, I think we're wasting our time. So basically, I'm going to drag and I'm going to create a row with my fingers. I don't know about you, but I like getting dirty. So we're going to create a row there. I'm going to open up my seeds. And as you can tell, it's pretty dry. Now, there's two schools of thought here. One is to pick out every individual seed and plant each individual one, and they say roughly at a spacing of 3 to 4 inches apart. Well, I got big old fat hands, so we will give our seed a little shake every 3 to 4 inches. We're going to go ahead and cover it. Yes, I may have to come in here and thin some of this back out, but I'd rather make sure that we have plenty of opportunity for germination than anything else. I'm going to draw me another line over here a little ways. I'm going to pick out one of those spinaches because I do love me some spinach. And I'm going to go with this Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. Same way. Now it does have a little bigger seed, so I'm going to try to drop it correctly. And we'll call that a row. Last one we have is this Matador Viking spinach. So we're going to go ahead, draw us a row right against the side over here. Everybody goes, oh, you got to make sure you have all that spacing away from the side. Guys, I planted kale right against the side of this, and it was some of my best. That ought to do it. So what do I need to do? I need to water it because we're drier than a bone here. We need to give these guys a little drink because we just planted them. I've got all those extra seeds we're going to save back. And let me water this down. We're going to talk a little bit more here. I brought a little extra because I knew that Mama's lupus could use a drink too. As I stand here in Nana's loofah land, think about the friendships that this YouTube journey has brought us. And one of our greatest friendships are those of the other channels. I'm going to recommend to every one of my viewers, you need to go check out Not For Nothing Homestead. Guys, they're a vast amount of information. They are living the off-grid life every day. They're amazing gardeners, and they know a whole lot about how to be homesteading and self-sufficient. So go check out Not For Nothing Homestead. The other thing, this garden, as I said, I'm going to coin it the Friendship Garden. And if this inspires you, like it's inspired us, I'd like you to use the hashtag below. I'd like for you to make a video of something that you're doing and send something to another channel friend or another friend and tell us a story about it. Because the more that we can help each other in this community, the larger and stronger that our community will grow, and the more self-sufficient we will become from the world. The more dependent on above and the less dependent on the world we become, the stronger that you as a homestead will be if we rely less on the world and more on ourselves and our Almighty Father. Guys, till next time, farm on, keep strong. We love you. So does God.